Hi Queens, my name is Wendi Russo and I'm a pageant coach for many systems. I've had winners at state level and at nationals level. And one thing we always talk about is a winning wardrobe. What defines a winning wardrobe? First thing you should do is you should analyze the system and the age division that you're in. You need to find out what have the last 4 winners worn. Silhouette, the color, the style. You need to make sure that you are really presenting the image of the pageant system that you're going for. If you were going for Miss Galaxy, it's a very different system than if you went for Miss United States. If you're competing for Miss, Ms., Mrs., Teen, they're all different age divisions, so they require different wardrobe. As a Mrs., you want to be more conservative. You can have an attached skirt. You could do a cape very easily. You could really do another dress that maybe has a more of a mermaid style to it. But if you're a teen, you can easily do a ball gown style. So there are certain styles that are right for your age division. I will say that low cut doesn't work for most systems unless you're maybe in USA. I think that more conservative is better because most of the time you have female judges who are judging you. So you want to make sure that you're age appropriate. You want to make sure that your gown stands out in front of a dark stage or whatever color the stage is. So that's where your research comes in. You want to know, is it a lavender stage? Is it a black and purple stage? Is the stage pale pink? Is it white? Is it blue? Is it black? Now you know what colors not to wear. For example, if it's a black stage, you don't want to wear a black gown. You might disappear, especially if you have dark hair. So if you're on an all white stage, I wouldn't necessarily rule out white. I just would want to know that you would be able to stand out on that stage. If you have darker skin tone, if your hair is darker, you could wear white on a white stage. The next thing is standing out in terms of your gown. I noticed that in, for example, the Miss United States for America pageant is a very different pageant system where you can wear a lot of color, it's bright, your outfit needs to have something different about it. But if you went for, let's just say, Mrs. America, that is a really standard classic pageant system. Pure, you could win in practically any color. That's what I've seen, is that pageant tends to have a lot of more vibrant colors, and it really is about your story that you tell in an interview. Now, speaking of interview, your interview outfit is also very important. If you're someone who's a little more subdued with your personality, I would recommend you do a brighter color in interview. If you're someone who wants to get taken seriously in interview, let's just say that you're a Mrs. and you're in you're blonde, you're really blonde, so you want to come across as a little more professional, I would stick to like cobalt blue, do some very rich tones of royal blue, possibly turquoise blue could work. I love red on brunettes, and if you have a little bit of I'd say Mediterranean skin tone, red looks phenomenal. White seems to be my pick. I've done a lot of interviewing in white. I just feel like it looks very queenly. I think white can work in virtually every single age category, but again, it depends on your skin tone. If you're really pale and you don't want to get a tan, I would stay away from white in the interview. If you are going to tan and you have more of a tawny skin tone like I do, then you could wear white in interview. I would stay away from black. I think black is a bad choice. Navy blue is a bad choice. Those are more colors that I would wear in a job interview for a bank, or to be in sales, or maybe your customer service. I wouldn't choose it for a pageant. So pageant wardrobe is very different from real life wardrobe. In real life, you would want to wear a black gown to a black tie event, but not so much in a traditional pageant. Personally, I don't wear black for finals. I might wear them in a prelims, but then I'll switch it out for finals. But I want you to choose something, again, that represents, yes, your personality, but more the system. Always analyze the system before you buy the wardrobe. In terms of interview silhouettes, I would recommend you stay away from things that are too ruffly, too busy. Don't do prints. I just think it's just too much in general. I highly recommend you pick a skirt length that is at the knee. If you're older, you could even go below the knee, because when you sit down, your skirt is going to ride up. So you want to make sure that you are still looking appropriate when you sit down. Now, if you're a little girl, if you're teen, if you're younger, miss, I would do a color and do something a little more fashion forward. I know that right now the asymmetrical necklines are popular, jumpsuits are in. You could definitely do a jumpsuit. So it all depends on what's going to bring the attention to your face. You really don't want them looking down. You don't want them looking down at your shoes, and you want them to stay and listen to your message. So think about what outfit and interview is not distracting. I don't do a lot of ruffles. I keep a clean neckline. I don't do anything too low cut. So you may want to think about that with your choices in wardrobe. So I hope that this has helped you. I know that it's really important for you to research your system to make sure that you're making an accurate representation of what they want their queens to present themselves as, or to create the image that they have as a queen. And the last thing I would say to you is, if you're making appearances and you're doing photographs and you're posting on social media, I would recommend that you always wear something that stands out. So something that's a little bit different. If you know everyone's going to be in black, then you be in red. If you know that everyone's in white, then you should wear a color. So think about how you can make yourself stand out. I always think that wearing vibrant colors makes you stand out, and social media is a very big part of pageants. So it is important how you look in social media. And of course, if your headshot's amazing, but you show up and you don't look as good, that's a concern. So you want to make sure that you're creating that look of a queen from social media to your presentation in person and at every stage of the competition. Well, queens, I hope that's helped you so that you'll be successful in your next pageant. I wish you much luck, and I hope you win the crown. Bye.